So in Madden 25, the biggest thing a lot of people will be doing, and especially if you are more of an advanced player, is making your own playbook. It's got to be one of the most interesting things that you can do. It's very much like any other sports game. It's your formation. It's your game. It's your game plan. That is the whole point. And if you can utilize it in a way that gives you that edge, by all means, definitely get it done. Now, there is two ways to /download and also create. The download center is going to have different playbooks available for you. You're going to get offensive playbooks and defensive playbooks, and they're going to be different. The only thing that I don't like with this is you can't actually see what's in them. Like, you can't have like a little peek preview without downloading them first. So it is one of them ones. Maybe you've got a favorite YouTuber that does them and they've got loads of different things that you can kind of go with. Then obviously that's going to be really good for yourselves. But for me, I'd like being able to have a look and seeing what's in them first, especially when they don't name them right. You can obviously search keywords and usernames if you want. But if you wanted to create your own, then obviously we can do that as well. You've got to go back into the creation center and you can see playbook. So we have got the options of create your offense and also defense. You can also tailor to something else. So say for instance you've got your favorite team, then obviously you can maybe change a few things. For instance, if we was to go for the Raiders, we can obviously go into this and we can see all of their playbook stuff, all of their audibles, all the plays, and obviously their my gameplay side. So if I want to mess with this for some reason, say the all plays here, you know what, I'm not really feeling the QB sneak, tick it off, get rid of it. You can then obviously save this and you can save it under your own file name. So maybe you could just save it with whatever you wanted, like Raiders 2.0 for instance, if that's your team for instance there. So obviously that's going to be a big thing that you can do. You can obviously just clear a whole playbook as well. So for instance with this, if I go into my playbook, you can see there you can just press A to remove this play, or you can press Y and it will remove all plays. Now obviously it won't get rid of the actual playbook for the team because that would just be silly. It would probably break the game. You can obviously just get rid of it and start afresh. So for instance, we get rid of everything. This is given everything. We've removed all of the plays. That is now a fresh slate for you to go with. So you can obviously then go in and have a look and you can start ticking stuff. You can then obviously rate as well if you want to have like a mental note on it. If you're going that in depth, it's just an interesting concept to go with. Obviously with the My Game Plan, you've got your different stuff in your situation, so you can make it your priority for what you do and what's going to come up first. Just makes life a lot easier, so you can kind of go through everything. And if you do it right, I must admit, I know the vast majority of rules, but there's definitely some things that I wouldn't know. Obviously when it comes to plays, I'm very, very basic when it comes to what plays are. Like I know more offensive than defensive, to be brutally honest. I know the running strategies, I know passing, shotguns, bullets, all of that good stuff, Hail Marys. It's a standard. Like I've been playing enough to know what they are. When it comes to the defensive plays, a little bit less. Now I know blitz and cover, that's kind of the extent of the knowledge when it comes to defensive plays. I'm more on an offensive sort of brain, because when it comes to me is like I know obviously what a rush is. I know obviously the blitz is to get the ball back and you're trying to really squeeze the opponent, and especially if they're going for a run, that's going to be decent. Whereas if you know they're going for a Hail Mary, they're going for a pass, you need to be covering them holes, otherwise they get that dink over the top of you, you are absolutely finished. So you've also got all of the plays here going on. You've got then My Playbook you can go into, and then obviously the all plays. Again, you can remove all plays from this and start back as normal, and then once you've done that, you can obviously save everything, and then you would have my offensive and defensive playbooks here. Now when you do download one as well, they should be here also because you've downloaded them, so they are technically yours, but you can obviously edit them as well if there's something that doesn't take your fancy. And that is the playbooks in a nutshell. Let me know if you are an extensive playbook maker, and if you got any favorite ones, leave them in the comments and check them out if you want to.